Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. Got some music for the benefit. Hope it's a great success. I wish I could be there. Here I stand, hand in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go on, feeling 2 foot small. Everywhere people stay, each and every day, I can see them laugh at me, I hear them they say, you got to hide your love away. Hey, now you got to hide your love away. How could I even try? I can never win. Hearing them, seeing them, stay on me. How could she say to me, love will find a way? Get around, oh you clowns, let me hear you say, got to hide your love away. Hey, now you got to hide your love away. The Beatles. Girl, you got your talent, you got your pretty clothes, the chauffeur drive your car now, everybody knows. All you play with me, where we're fine. In St. John Wood, let me there with you. If I only come, don't play with me, don't play with fire. I can play, now you play with me, you play with fire. That took your diamonds, tiara by the store. Now she gets her kicks in Stephanie. Now this life's been anymore. Oh, don't play with me, play with I. Play with me, and they'll play with I. Now you got your diamonds, you will have some other. Just watch your step, girl, stop living with your mother. Well, I see you play, hey, hey, yeah, baby, you play with fire. Play with me, and play with fire. Why you play? You know you play with me, and play with fire. Play with me, and play with fire. Such a sad chord. I'm an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another. The child is grown old. Dreams of thunder, lightning was the sign down here. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel, fly from my home. Make me a poster for the whole rodeo. Just give me one thing, yeah, I can hold on to. Even this living room is a hard way to go. I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. There weren't much to look at, there was a free band and man. My favorite kind was a time, baby, no matter how I tried. Years have rolled by just like a broken down dam. Make me an angel, rise from my gone. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. Leaving this living is a hard way to go. Flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, but I ain't done nothing since I woke up to me. How the hell can a person I go to work in the morning, babe, I come home and again, got nothing to see. I'll make me an angel, fly from my woman. Make me a poster of just give me one thing, mom, I can hold on to. Even this living is a hard way to go. Even this living is a hard way to go now. Even this living, it's a hard way to go. Great John trying. Rest in peace, man. The hitmaker. Well, the killer songmaker. All right, again, I'm Michael. Happy to be here. I hope you guys are having a great time. Hope you're feeling generous. It's a great organization. We're really happy to be here. Virtually better than now. It's old. That's what I always say. Always. Never. Out of tune. Close enough. Lies seem to recognize great things. Haunting familiar can't seem to face it. I can't find the candle, no thought. The light your name. Lifetimes are catching up with me. All these dreams as they race, I wish I'd seen the place no one's ever taken me. Hearts and thoughts they free. Hearts and thoughts they free. Well, I swear I recognize your presence. Memories like fingerprints slowly erasing. But you wouldn't recall. But I'm not my fault. It's so hard when I'm stuck upon the shit hill. I changed by not changing at all. Small town red days in my baby. Perhaps that's what no one wants to see. I just wanna scream hello. My God, it's been so long. Never dreamed you'd return, baby. But here you are. And here I am. Hearts and thoughts they fade away. Hearts and thoughts they fade. Hearts and thoughts they fade. Hearts and thoughts they fade. Far away. Thoughts they fade. Gotta tighten this strap tie. That's not a bad idea either. Live TV. Oh. That should be much better. One of my little rescues wants out. Chico, it's okay, buddy. Go on. Come on. You are welcome to walk through my recording zone. Time in this place gets kind of empty. Sign of breath fade with light. I think about this loveless fascination under the Milky Way tonight. The curtain down. The curtain down, alright. I've got no time for endless fascination. Under the Milky Way I knew what you were looking for. I might have known that she would find. I wish I knew what you were looking for. I might have known you would find. Well, it's something quite peculiar. Yeah, it's so similar. It leaves you here despite your destination under the Milky Way tonight. I wish I knew what you were looking for. I might have known you tonight. I wish I knew what you were looking for. I might have known you were fine under the Milky Way tonight. With the Milky Way tonight. Mystical. Thank you very much. Thank you. I was bowing. Thank you. No, I was picking up all the guitar picks I dropped. Silly me. Well, those were fun. I had time for a couple more. Let me see what might you like to hear. Ooh, this might be nice. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. The Beatles. Have a great event. I will see you again next year up close and personal. And perhaps I'll even comb my hair. Bye.
Welcome to Pups, Punchlines, and Pawsitivity. All proceeds tonight benefit Furry Friends Recovery. I'm glad you all joined us tonight. We have a full agenda including updates from Furry Friends Recovery, the hilarious comics from Stand Up for Mental Health, and details on how your generous donations are making a difference for so many people. First, I would like to thank our sponsors because without them, none of this would be possible. The Martino family, who happens to be my parents and siblings, have been supporting Furry Friends Recovery since I started the organization. Their faith and confidence in me gives me the strength I need when faced with challenges. Purina has also been a regular supporter. I also need to thank National Alliance on Mental Illness of Southwestern Illinois. Our collaboration over the years has taught me so much about helping those facing mental illness. The Southern Illinois Institute of Behavioral Health happens to be the place I go for counseling, and they have not only supported FFR over the years, but helped me maintain my own stability in my own battle with bipolar depression and anxiety. Take a moment to appreciate these supporters with me as you watch the following videos.
Many people find themselves alone or feel that nobody understands what they are experiencing. And now, more than ever, people are struggling. Stress, depression, anxiety, marital issues, trauma. Perhaps you've tried to share your story with someone else. Or maybe you feel afraid to talk to someone about what you are feeling. What if your loved one dismisses you or assumes that your worries or symptoms are not serious? Whatever you are feeling, you are not alone. We are here to help. At Southern Illinois Institute of Behavioral Health, we provide a different level of care to our patients. Our therapists are skilled at providing the most up-to-date and research-supported treatments in the most efficient manner possible. We see each patient as unique and tailor our approach to your needs. Most patients see improvement within the first 3 sessions of starting with one of our therapists. We also offer psychological assessments, pre-surgical evaluations, and neuropsychological examinations. Call us today at 618-710-4123 or visit our website at siiobh.com to be matched with your provider. Many people find themselves alone.
Our pets. They just know. Our pets. They just know when to push us. Give us more when we need it most. They make the golden years more golden. Routines more exciting. New beginnings less scary. They make the world more beautiful. Our pets give us their best. Every day, in every way. And because of our pets, Purina is doing more of the things that matter. For the ones who matter most. Nutrition is at the heart of what we do. But it's not all we do. Purina cares here. And here.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the little technical glitches there. I have to tell you, this has been a challenging experience trying to figure out all the technology that comes along with this. So tonight we celebrate 7 years of Furry Friends recovery, making a difference through the power of human connection with dogs. In 2019, FFR impacted almost 10,000 individuals in over 30 different locations in the St. Louis metro area. As some of you know, this all began because one dog saved my life. On August 25th, 2012, years of struggling with my own trauma, opioid addiction, and mental illness resulted in an attempt to take my own life with an overdose. Thankfully, a friend heard my call for help, and when she found me that day, she witnessed a miracle. My dog Pasta was laying on my chest, licking my face repeatedly. Each time she licked me, I would take a breath. The paramedics arrived and Pasta let them take over, but I quit breathing and ended up on a ventilator for about 17 hours. The picture you see on the screen was taken about a year after my overdose, and I was still struggling in my recovery. I had realized I needed to make some major changes in my life, and that included a realization that I would never be able to go back to my previous level of employment. This was when I finally started living for what mattered to me, and the idea of Furry Friends Recovery came to life. That night, Pasta nudged me while I was working on our business plan. She knew I needed a break and a cuddle. My husband took this picture, which later became the inspiration for our logo that you can see on the right. Pasta is no longer with us, but anytime things get difficult, she still inspires me to keep going and to value the person that I am. FFR is all about connecting people who are experiencing mental illness or any emotional or behavioral challenges with the healing power of dogs. We go anywhere we are needed to work with either individuals or groups. For example, we have one volunteer team that rides a bus with churches on the streets to visit homeless people in St. Louis City. All of our services are at no cost to the individual or facility. Another one of my favorite accomplishments is our work at the Center for Educational Opportunity, a public alternative school for students in grades 6 through 12. These students have been removed from previous schools due to behavioral problems, and many have a history of trauma or have developmental or emotional challenges. When we first began visiting the school, some of the students were rude and inattentive. After 2.5 years of visits, the teachers tell us that the students behave better on the days the dogs visit and share more of their feelings during our sessions. In fact, the students came up with the idea to raise money for FFR by collecting spare change all on their own. Unfortunately, they were in the middle of that project when COVID-19 hit. This brings me to sharing what's happening at FFR in 2020. When the year began, we were averaging about 70 visits a month. The first week of March, schools and facilities began shutting down, and we found ourselves at a standstill. We immediately reviewed our procedures and put extra precautions in place to be ready to return to visits. But as we all know, the closures have lasted much longer than expected. I am the only paid employee, so in the past, I had little time to work on administrative projects and improvements while managing all of the visits and volunteer training. So I took advantage of this time working from home to do some of those things. For example, adding to our library of resources and educational materials, attending online continuing education in mental health and animal-assisted interventions, improving the school curriculum, and developing a new volunteer training program to provide educational and therapeutic sessions in both hospitals and schools. On a fun note, I decided that I would also take this extra time to do some fostering of dogs, and I ended up fostering some puppies, and of course I adopted a new dog. Her name is Bunny, and we decided to make a series of videos explaining what it takes to raise a therapy dog, and you can view Bunny's progress on our YouTube page. Starting in April, we began working on our technology in order to respond to the need to reach people virtually. We used our Facebook page to share stories about our therapy dogs and to let people know that we really miss seeing them. We partnered with NAMI Southwest Illinois to offer a connections support group every Saturday. You can find out more about that support group on NAMI Southwest Illinois' webpage. Our dogs are usually sitting with us during the group, and group members often bring up how much their pets are helping them cope. In July, we started the Pawsitivity Wellness Circle, an educational and discussion group focused on the importance of the human-animal bond. And you can find the link to this group on our Facebook page. We've been coordinating with Gateway Regional Medical Center to do virtual visits on the hospital units, but we're still working out the details because there are challenges related to privacy associated with this format. We're also working on the technology for a new volunteer scheduling program, donor management program, and improvements to our website. Finally, the board of directors and I are engaging in long-term strategic planning, like raising money for our wishing fund, which provides financial support to owners who need help with veterinary expenses for our certified therapy dogs. Right now, we're also blessed with a small office at Gateway Regional Medical Center, but our plans for the future of FFR include opening a facility where people can come for comfort and support anytime. This would include a mental health resource center, regular pet therapy-based support groups, training dogs to place as emotional support animals, and possibly even individualized animal-assisted therapy. As you can see, we're very passionate about what we do. So even though we have had to adjust to a new way of doing things for now, the future of FFR will bring some exciting advancements to the field of animal-assisted interventions. Before we start the comedy show, I want to take a moment to thank all of the FFR volunteers. My board of directors works hard to keep up with all of my ideas and projects, and they put in many hours of planning for this event and everything else that we do. We have 38 amazing therapy dogs certified with FFR and about 27 human volunteers. I appreciate each and every one of them, and FFR could not exist without them. I also want to send out a special thank you to Amy Foster. Amy's volunteered with Furry Friends since almost the very beginning, and I could not have gotten through this past week without Amy. She did practice sessions every night of the week with me, and without her, I'm not so sure this event would be happening right now. So a big shout out to Amy Foster. Normally, we would have a silent auction along with our benefit. Instead, we're having an online raffle. You will have the opportunity to purchase tickets to win a variety of prizes. There will be a limited number of tickets sold for each item, and ticket prices will vary based on the item value. You do need to register on the raffle page in order to receive updates on items added, drawing of winners, and instructions for how the raffle is going to work. You'll also be able to see the items that are up for raffle on this screen. The link is on the screen here, but I want to take a moment to get you all signed up now. So if you will please scroll to the very bottom of the event page screen that you're looking at. And you'll see in the contact section in the very bottom, like where our address and that kind of thing is for Furry Friends, a button to register for the raffle. So if everyone could go ahead and just click on that button now, take a few seconds to add your information if you're interested in participating. While you're doing that, I'll let you know that we should start seeing items that will be available for you to bid on in the next couple of days. We are still working on getting those up on that page. So please check that out and feel free to share that as much as you'd like with friends and family. Everyone likes to win. So please join us for this fun event and your chance to win lots of great prizes. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. The comedy team from Stand Up for Mental Health is here to bring us all some much needed laughter. Founded by award-winning Vancouver counselor and stand-up comic David Grenier, Stand Up for Mental Health is a program that teaches stand-up comedy to people with mental health issues as a way of building self-esteem and fighting public stigma. David has run his program in 50 cities in Canada, the US, and Australia, and trained over 400 comics and performed over 500 stand-up for mental health shows. His work was also featured in the Voice Award-winning CBC documentary Cracking Up. By teaching comedy to people with mental health issues, Stand Up for Mental Health aims to reduce public stigma and spread a message of hope and empowerment. People with mental illness are always being told what they can't do. In this show, you'll see what they can do. And now it's time to meet your host and MC for today. Please welcome Juno, who is an awesome instructor. So please give a warm welcome to Juno.
What's up, y'all? All right. So yes, I am. Oh, what are we doing here? There we go. Okay. I love technology. It's great. Yes, I am Juno, and we are Stand Up for Mental Health. And so wave, guys, because I think you're all on camera. Hi, Trisha. It's so good to be here with you. And Michaela rocking it with the tech. And Deanne, I'm not sure what you're doing, but I'm sure it's amazing because you look awesome. Yeah, so we are Stand Up for Mental Health. I am apparently an instructor. These guys will disagree with that terminology, but a little bit about me. I'm bipolar, so that means that this show is definitely going to go one of two ways. Up or down, baby, up or down. Another thing about me is I used to be absolutely obsessed with collecting rocks, a little hobby of mine. And that just sounds so much better than telling you all I used to smoke a lot of crack. Looks better on a resume. You know, I was a street pharmacist for a long time too. But community outreach, right, guys? Yeah. So, yep, I'm mentally ill. I'm a recovering addict. I also live on disability in government housing. So that only means one thing, and that is I am super single. Yeah, how you doing? I just pulled a Joey. I know, I just dated myself. Oh, wait, never mind. So if anybody is looking for a visa, I'm in Canada. Actually, I'm not just looking for a man. I'm not that shallow. I'm looking for one with a dog. So, you know, I have standards. And preferably a dog that's a little indifferent to its current owner. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, you know, if it wants to ditch, that'd be sweet. But yeah, so I am so stoked to be here. So happy that that we got invited, and that Trisha put this all together, and the idea behind it, and working with her for the last, what has it been, like a while now, has just been amazing. Hearing the stories and stuff. So we're going to share some of our stories. Now I don't think we're as cute as the dogs. They may actually be funnier than me, but I know they're not funnier than the rest of them. Oh, Trish, that's mean. Are you looking for a visa? Because we do that up here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with our first comic for the evening. This comic likes to dip his pizza pockets in spaghetti, and you all can figure out why. I don't know. Please welcome Brian Hansen.
Hey. Hi, my name is Brian Hansen, and I'm a grown-up with who's got a little bit of the old autism. It's given me many gifts, and one of the big ones is something called executive dysfunction. That means I'm never going to make it to middle management. Yeah, okay. I'd make a good CEO, though, seeing as how I don't really care about other people. Yeah, that's a thinker. But, yeah. This is my impression of a nearsighted autistic man trying to read your facial expressions. It's like, You look annoyed. Yeah. Every autistic person does that impression differently. But has anyone ever heard about these things called feelings? You know? Yeah. And did you know that there are other emotions besides anger? See, 6 months ago, I found out that all these little aches and pains my body goes through, turns out they actually mean something. Like when I get pangs here or those warm, fuzzy feelings, that means I'm feeling love. Okay. And when I've got tennis elbow, like, that means I'm hungry and it's time for the buffet. That's where I like to eat like a muppet. Say, yeah. Sadly, I don't think the buffet is ever coming back. Yeah. See, I'm over 40 and living with my parents. It sucks, but it's got some good points too. Because I basically skipped my midlife crisis by saying I'm a really experienced millennial. Yeah. Millennials seem to love my pickup lines. It's like, how old are the parents you're living with? Yes, it's my parents let me live in the garage. It's even got its own entrance. Totally discreet. Although mom makes a great breakfast. No?
That made me laugh.
Okay, I'm getting weird here. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. My dad just bought me a full tank of gas. Just bragging. Now, see, I've got me some rules for adulting with autism. For rule number 1, when you melt down, don't break stuff you can't afford to replace. And maybe rule number 2, when you melt down, maybe you were just hungry. Rules 3 through 6 are stuff I've learned to filter out. Yes, and moving right along to rule number 9, practice your grunting. Even if your words are working, they can still fail you. You always need to be able to express yes, no, happy, and sad. When it's time to go, I have a cute one that sounds like, go bye-bye.
Awesome. That was Brian Hansen, you guys. Woo. We took a lot of time practicing the grunting. And I think Brian, you've nailed it. I think you really have nailed it. All right. So we're gonna move on to one of my favorite people. She's been with Stand Up for Mental Health before Stand Up for Mental Health was Stand Up for Mental Health, probably. And she is an amazing person. She's from Vancouver, which is where I'm from too. I think we all are actually. And her real name is actually Joan Stone. So please give it up for Joan Stone. Woo!
Hi, my name's Joan Stone, and it's great to be here. I've dated a lot of weird guys. I'm glad you could all make it. I've been given blood lately. It comes from my neighbor. She's a deep sleeper.
She muted her.
Sorry, we're all muted. Sorry.
I was donating blood and the nurse couldn't get the needle in. So I asked her, is it hard getting blood from a stone? My blood was coming out really slowly and I was getting worried. So was the guy that was sucking it out of my neck. My psychiatrist said, I'm a paranoid bipolar. So I said, where'd you hear that? I live with mental illness and I learned that sleep is really important because without it, my psychiatrist gets really cranky. I was in the psych ward before. My doctor kept telling me I wasn't ready to go home. So I tried to prove it to him by doing a complicated art project. It involved tying sheets together and letting myself out the window. Somebody told me I should try sound therapy. I never heard of that. I have gotten so used to lining up that I did it at home for my bathroom. I waited for hours before I realized that nobody's in there because I live alone. I clean houses for a living. One lady hired me because I was a comic. Then she found out my cleaning skills were a joke. I used to work at a thrift store. It's great. I get 50% discount on anything I buy, but then again, I get 100% discount on anything I steal. I need hearing aids. When people are talking, I hear something totally different. Some guy was talking and I hit the floor because I thought he said, I have a gun. What he actually said was, I have some gum. So I really chewed him out. I'm forgetting what day it is. So I check my phone to see the date. My phone just says, I was going to ask you that, and shuts off. I'll fall asleep and wake up at 8 in a panic, thinking I'm late for work. But it's nighttime. I don't have a job, so I don't know why I care. My cat and I share the same favorite exercises, doing gymnastics, chasing elastic bands, and coughing up fur balls. It's so much fun. They should start a cat Olympics. They could have events like knock stuff off a table and indoor and outdoor competitive sleeping. Like any other Olympics, there's drug testing. They're always trying to swap pee, which is hard when you spray. I've been going to the same psychiatrist for years. I really like him, not because he's a good doctor, but because he's so hot. I think he liked me too. He took me on a date to a place called Emerge. I was looking so forward to us having some alone time, but instead he shut the door and monitored me for 72 hours. I didn't see a future. Every time I leave the house, it takes 20 minutes to make sure everything is off. If I miss something, I have to start over. Same with my comedy. Hi, my name's Joan Stone. You've been a great audience. Thank you.
Awesome. Joan Stone. Do you still see a future? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 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 Emerge. That's one of my favorite places, too. I just never go there because, yeah, the food sucks, but we all know that. So anyways, that was great. Thanks, Joan. So we're going to head off to your next comic coming from Richmond, I believe, which is basically Vancouver, but not. Our next comic likes deep fried salad because we all know that's a thing. And please welcome Michael Morse.
Woo! Thanks, Juno. Although I prefer the term tempura. Anyway, Hi, furries. I've been trying to lose weight since I was 11 years old, and it's not going very well. At this rate, I'm beginning to think I'll never fit into that bathing suit I bought when I was 10. I was thinking about trying the caveman diet or the Paleolithic diet. So I've been eating nothing but Flintstones chewable vitamins and Post Fruity Pebbles cereal. It's going pretty well. That may not seem funny now, but as you're driving home, you'll pull over and give me an applause break. I'm a bit of a purist. Thank you. I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to exercise. I don't do any sports that require equipment. Also, I don't do any sports that do not require equipment. I do have pretty good lung capacity. I can eat a lot of lungs before I get full. I'm so fat that every time I gain weight, they have to update the Guinness book. I'm closing in on those twins. My goal is to lose enough weight that Neil deGrasse Tyson only classifies me as a dwarf planet. So basically, Pluto is my goal weight. They say that when life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade, which I take to mean that if something bad happens to me, I get to eat a bag of sugar. Also, I've been getting into whole foods lately. Like the other day, I ate a whole turkey. It costs a bit more to take care of yourself, but I think it's worth it. I'm a little bit mad at Subway right now because my favorite, they discontinued my favorite meat, the boneless pork rib. Now they say it's because it was seasonal, but I think it's because the boneless pig has been hunted to extinction.
I love that joke.
Juno likes that one. It's not like it could run very fast. So who likes 90-degree turns?
Me.
I do. I've been depressed all my life. That means that even as a baby, I was like, wah. And I had the crisis hotline on speed dial on my Fisher-Price telephone. They also say, do what you love and the money will follow. So I've been sleeping a lot more lately. When I do get rich, I want to get one of those cool kidney-shaped swimming pools. Actually, I want to get 2 in case a family member needs one. I just got my car back from the body shop, and I'm pretty happy with it. I really appreciated the scented bath beads and the cruelty-free banana shampoo and the rainforest shower gel. Refreshing. And finally, I'll leave you with this. I just finished making a movie about a burrito, and that's a wrap. Thank you.
No. We've had to talk about that joke. And by talk, I mean I mute myself and turn my camera off when he says it. But we love burritos and we love Michael Morse. So I guess it's okay. The kidney one, though, that makes me die every time. I love it. So generous you are. All right. That was Michael Morse, my friends, my puppies out there that I don't own or have. How's the dogs doing? Let's do a dog check. Does everybody need a treat? Huh? You need a treat? Did anybody's dog go running? Looking for a treat? I'll give you guys a second to find a treat. Are you want a treat? Sorry. Actually, all I have is a porcelain pig as my support animal. And it's from the 60s. And I can't hug it too hard because it'll break. So again, anybody looking for that visa? All right. So we're going to move on to... You guys ready for this? We're going to move on to the next comic who has brought her support animals today. They're furry. They're friendly. Please welcome Brianne Fung.
Ooh.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so these are my support animals. They help me through a lot of things. I have depression, which means I cry a lot. But it's not the only thing I do. I lie there, stare at the ceiling. Sometimes I get up, stare at the wall. When I have to write an email, I stare at the screen because I get brain fog, which really slows down my thinking, and it's really frustrating. But, I got to remind myself, I know I will eventually finish writing that email, and I will send it, and I will get fired for it. When I mention to coworkers I struggle with mental health, or when people with mental illness find out I have a job, everybody's like, "What are you, a compulsive liar?" Why would I lie about having a mental illness when I could just lie about having a degree? But really, I have a lot of distorted negative ideas about myself. One time I was focused so much on how terrible I was, I thought I might have narcissistic personality disorder. So I did the online diagnostic, which made me feel really bad because they scored a -8. I see my friends posting pictures of their food. They bake really fancy stuff with lighting and filters. They're writing all these witty descriptions. And I'm like, yeah, how can I get my bedsheet to look more like a tablecloth? And which streaming service on my laptop will provide the best illumination for my instant cup of noodles? Oh, excuse me, cup Dilla noodles. I can call it the fancy name because I added the hot dog. My family, when I was pregnant, because of the way my mom was sitting, or because of the way I was sitting in my mom's stomach, my family actually all thought I was going to be born a boy. They didn't know I was just man spreading in the womb. Congratulations, you're having a feminist. Suddenly my dad's like, pro-choice. You see, my mom wanted to have me to make my dad stay. So when I was born on Christmas, I was like a Christmas miracle because my dad did a lot better after that. He didn't leave my mom or his girlfriend. People look at me sometimes. They ask about my background. I'm like, look, it's none of your business. Juvenile records get wiped at 18 and I'm done my pardon. When I go back and I piece together all the high school rumors I heard about myself, it starts feeling like a game of Clue. She hooked up with the basketball team during halftime in the locker room. It was actually during the game in the cafeteria with the co-captain of the B team. My super strict parents were like, why not the valedictorian? But I was a high achiever. I did extracurricular sports. I performed in school plays. I took advanced classes. In fact, I was the first one in my class to pass their first pregnancy test. And I didn't even have to study. So my dad disowned me, which in Cantonese is a synonym for love. I'm scared to tell that joke because I might need him to write me a check. Did you know that 3 out of 10 will become pregnant at least once by the age of 20? This is the number that I learned when I was in high school. All I remember thinking was, I already know 3 teen parents from the other school, so I'm good. For clarification, I didn't fail sex ed. I failed stats. As a teen parent, some people thought I just didn't have the judgment to raise a child, but it actually all worked out because when the grandparents couldn't babysit, I just drop him off at the great grandparents, which was super convenient living right across the street from the cemetery. Takes a whole community to raise a child. Thank you so much. Let's bring it back to Juno.
It does take a whole community. Like what? Probation officers, rehab. I guess that was just my community. You probably had a different experience, Brianne, but I don't know. That was awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you, Brianne. And you have your emotional support here headphones. Animal
all
emotional
the
support.
love.
Yeah, those are amazing. So yeah, awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad all of you are here. So we have our last comic of the evening, who's going to tell some jokes. Some of them I will shake my head at.
As
And
you
I
laugh
bet
out
you-
loud, just
As I laugh out loud, unless I meet myself, which I might do. So then I'm not embarrassed. But we love him, and we're so glad he's here. Please welcome your last comic of the evening, Mr. Kevin Scal.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you. As a remarkable up-and-coming comic, and I couldn't pay Gino enough to tell that.
Nope.
I even create jokes as I fall asleep. And they work perfectly on stage by making the entire audience fall asleep. You're literally on the same wavelengths. They told me a comedian can get more laughs as they have a personality. I really need to work on that. I used to be too quiet, so to help me speak louder, I practiced screaming, but I soon discovered this did not work well in the self-help section in my local Barnes and Nobles. I'm getting better at being louder. Friends used to not be able to hear me. Now they just ignore me. When I was in psychosis, I believed I could speak with people with only my mind. But now that I use spoken words, I can no longer blame misunderstandings on other people's poor mind reading abilities. I took meds to stop me from hearing voices, but they were far too effective. Now I'm friggin' deaf. My psychiatrist asked me why I talk to myself. I'm like, shh, we're in the middle of a conversation here. He's so rude. It turns out my body tolerates such high doses of medication that even when I attempted to overdose on my psych meds, I just ended up feeling better. I am told that I have a problem accepting criticism. I disagree. People tell me what I need to improve on. I ignore them. Then I eliminate them from my life. It's no problem. As a comedian, my psychiatrist finds me hilarious. But when I told him that I may be at risk for suicide, he didn't respond. Apparently, he's still waiting for the punchline. A friend of mine told me about a really horrific event that he'd experienced. Afterwards, he said he felt better, but I was traumatized. He said my superpower was compassion, but I wish I used a different superhero gadget. It's called noise-canceling headphones. At one point in my illness, I tried being God, but I realized I wasn't cut out for it when I couldn't even keep my shoelaces tied. Perhaps this is why God wears sandals. I was with some art enthusiasts, and I tried making a joke about Van Gogh. Boy, did I get an earful.
Oh my God.
I like to advise my friends and family on how to deal with stress. As a disabled, unemployed person, I feel I excel at dealing with stress. In fact, some days I go shopping and I cook on the very same day. And people think that marriage is hard, but the only really hard part I find is filling out all those complicated divorce forms. My girlfriend and I are still at the stage where we both feel like we can do no wrong. And as we all know, this phase definitely lasts forever. She doesn't find that one funny, just truth. My girlfriend is hot and she thinks I'm hot too. But apparently this means that I need plenty of breasts and lots of fluids. She also calls me a stud muffin, and this really confuses me. I don't even own a bakery. Wait, did she confuse me with Dunkin' Donuts? Groan.
I know, I'm hungry.
Well, I'll hurry this along then.
Okay.
Now that I have a significant other, I don't talk to myself nearly as much as I used to. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if I even like myself anymore. I feel like I'm drifting apart from myself. Although she tells me I still talk to myself way too much. It was discovered that I could fool a polygraph test. I thought it was really cool, but the technician just said I had a lie ability.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm not muted.
We heard you. Just to make sure that they test it again, it seems I also have reliability. During my psychosis, I believed I was responsible for humanity's quick evolution and mass positive changes. And you're welcome. Thank you. You've been a very adequate audience. Have an awesome night, everyone.
Oh, Kevin. Oh my. Yeah. See, I don't know if you can pick out the jokes that I love. Probably because it took me a minute to get them the first time I heard them. And I was like, I don't like smart jokes. But, you know, we're good now. So, yeah. So that was Stand Up for Mental Health, guys. These people have been working so hard for the last few months now. I guess we've been busting out on the Zoom and working on. And what Michael Morse has his cat. This is a dog show, dude. Don't mess this up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw some cats.
I know your cat paraphernalia. Okay, I told you not to do that cat joke. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah. So we are so lucky to be here and so lucky to have performed for you guys. And yeah, I'm really happy. And Joan, Brian, Brian, Michael, and Kevin, say goodbye. I don't
Bye,
know,
everyone.
do like a unique woof or something for the dogs. Get a treat. And
Hey.
Brian can do a little grunt, you know. And yeah, so now we're gonna move on from us, which is slightly sad. But what we have to look forward to is our furry friends and their dogs. This is awesome. This is so awesome. We have coming up. I don't know if we have this up ready to rumble. Do we? Huh? Oh, let's see. Yep, we have our positively amazing Dogs of Furry Friends recovery.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, your brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
for the world we're gonna make.
Okay, so who does not want to donate after that? That was amazing. Did you guys see those dogs? Oh my God, you should have seen my face, that Brody. Yeah. Oh God, that warmed my heart. That was a great video. So we have 2 ways to donate, you guys. You can donate by text, first off. So what you'll do is you'll send a text to 41444. That's 41444. And what you'll say in the text is Pups, the amount you'd like to donate and your name. I know this because I would have texted Pups amount and name. I had to clarify with Trisha. So text Pups, the amount you would like to donate and your name. And then step 3 is click the link in the reply. If you don't want to do it by text, you can go onto the event page and click the donate button and just complete the form. And what you'll be doing is just, I mean, you saw the dogs, so you'll see what's happening. So at the $500 fund and need level, it's going to be amazing. So what we can do with $500 is provide a therapy dog programming to one school for 1 semester. And they visit tons of schools from the inner city of Greater St. Louis to the suburbs in both Illinois and Missouri. They like to concentrate on social and emotional well-being of the students, and the audience varies from the elementary and after school programs and high school's final week and one-on-one special needs students interactions. One student recently stated, "Seeing the dogs boosts my spirits. I like it when they nuzzle my hand and it makes me feel good inside." So that's a $500 quote, I gotta say. We want to give out a special shout out to some of these schools. Bryan Hill Elementary, we have Kirkwood High, Lafayette High, Lindbergh High. I'm just doing the ones I can pronounce. And also to the nursing programs at SIUE, SWIC, and Lewis and Clark. So that's the $500 gift. So we'll head on to the $250 level now. What you'll be able to help us do at $250 level would be, we'd be able to sponsor training for one of the FFR mental health advocacy teams. So this is a new level of training providing a mental health program at mental health facilities. It's based on the needs of the person served. These programs coordinate a comprehensive array of mental health services that include counseling, therapy, medication support, social supports, education, training. Wow, this is a lot you guys are going to do. Care coordination and other recovery enhancing services for those are experiencing developmental, emotional, and traumatic challenges. And for this one, we definitely got to give a huge shout out to SSM DePaul Hospital, Gateway Regional Medical Center, and Alton Mental Health Center, along with Bridgeways Women's Center, Centerstone, Human Service Center, Rosati, oh, this is the Canadian coming out at me, Rosati Center, and the SIUE New Horizons. So that's the $250 level, guys. That's a pretty good donation. So at the 150, if you give us a gift of 150, what we're gonna be able to do is we'll be able to give canine flu shots for 5 FFR therapy dogs through our Canine Wellness Program initiative. This program encourages low-income volunteers to apply and be approved for assistance with vet care, which is so important. As our fur-legged friends are integral to the mission of the Furry Friends Recovery. Yeah, when I heard about this part, I thought, okay, wow, I know some people that need to donate this because they have money. So, and I've been looking and I see some people that I've been donating that I do know. So yay. Yeah, so with the 150, you'll be able to help out people that are low income with their therapy dogs and make sure that the dogs are healthy and all their shots and vaccines are up to date. Now we'll go over to the $40 level. So that's like basically a cup of coffee at Starbucks. At the $40 level, FFR would be able to purchase a dog harness for a new therapy dog. This is the average cost for one of the specialized harnesses that are required for our visits in the community. You can't just get any old harness. You got to get one of those really cool ones for, you know, I'm a furry friend dog. So that was what you'll be able to give us at the $40 level. At the $20 level, which I know you guys can do. I know this. The $20 level, we'd be able to sponsor a community education event. Now, these events focus on educating communities on what therapy dogs are and how they differ from service animals and house pets. How they benefit the mental health community, and where we do visits with our therapy dogs and other topics. We've done it, I can speak. We've done community events. Oh man, Sam's Club, the Deaf Teen Club, Epilepsy Foundation, Bellevue Public Library, Purina pet events. Apparently we go all over the place. Now at the $10 level, and that's like a quarter cup of coffee, Furry Friends Recovery would be able to donate, or would be able to provide, my apologies, one comfort dog to a child or patient during one of our visits, which is absolutely amazing. So at the $10 level, I think we can pull that off. I'm pretty sure we can. So what do you guys think? I think you guys should go back to that. Just a reminder to text. You need to text to 4144. Oh, sorry, my apologies. 41444. So what you would do is text Pups, the amount you wish to donate, and your name, and then click the link in the reply. And also, while we're still here, just go to the event page, click donate, and complete the form. And what you can do is just help out some furry friends. Who doesn't want to do that? I mean, I do, which, I mean, it's me. So right now, I'm just going to take a look because I saw some people donating, and I'm pretty stoked about it, y'all. I got to say. So we have, oh my gosh, we have so many people have donated. We have, and I'm going to give a shout out to JB Bell for donating $10. We're going to give a shout out to my mom. My mom has donated, you guys, $50. That's Canadian dollars, so I think it might be like a bottle of maple syrup or something. But we have Lynn Burnett, who's donated $21. We have Brent and Jennifer McClure at $103. Southern Illinois Institute of Behavioral Health, $250. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. Oh, this is crazy. We're doing so good. Justin Sims, what? Oh, geez, Justin, $259. Thank you so much. Michael Groberman, $10. Thank you. Well, who else do we have here? Oh, we have Gary Redmond. Sorry, Gary. $10, and Steve May just donated $103. Wow. So right now we are at about $6,330. So we are over halfway to our goal, and you can still donate after we're done. So I can't go wrong with that. So yeah.
Thank you, Juno. I hope everyone can hear me. My audio has a little exclamation point on it. So I'm going to assume that you can because there's. Yep. Okay, you can. Good. So I hope you all enjoyed the evening with us. The recording of the event is going to be available on the same event page link. So feel free to tell others about the event, encourage them to check it out. We'll still be accepting donations on that page for a few weeks so people can still check it out. And hopefully if you get some friends and family to come see the event, we can hit that $10,000 goal. Don't forget about the raffle that starts in the next few days, and mark your calendars for a virtual trivia night on October 24th. There will be more information coming about that soon. Feel free to contact us with any questions that you may have. If you'd like to volunteer for the organization or would like us to visit somewhere that that you have